Hey guys, it's Comic Quiz here bringing the comic review, and today I'm going to be doing Batwing issue 19, which, for those of you who know and who are avid readers of Batwing, is the last issue featuring David Zavimbe as Batwing. So yeah, let's get into it. So pretty much, Batman and David are talking in a cemetery, and David is pretty much giving up the identity of Batwing and leaving Batwing Incorporated. So then what happens next is pretty much him explaining the events that led up to his decision, and it's pretty much a flashback. This issue mostly, he's pretty much tying up all the loose ends. He has all the pretty much this current case about this Ansel Marksbury, who's this rapist and he's pretty much a serial killer, that guy. And we've recently found that he escaped in previous issues because of his father's influences. So in this issue, first of all, he tracks down Dawn, which is his former friend. He pretty much gets into a fight with her and asks her where is Ansel, pretty much threatening to close all of her foreign accounts if she doesn't cooperate, which in the end she does, and she gives him the location. So yeah, he heads there, which is when he finds Ansel again about to kill someone, which is pretty stupid, because if you just broke out of prison, don't you think you'd lie low for a bit? But no, he's about to kill somebody again. So David gets there just in time. He saves the woman and pretty much beats him and electrocutes him. Then he heads to his father's house, where he's trying to find Sky Pirate, the guy who blew up his base of operations. So yeah, he goes to Ansel's father for this information. He beats up the guards, he beats up Mark's his father, which I forget his name, and in the end he finally gets the information out of him that Sky Pirate is about to attack one of his own shipments. So yeah, he gets the information and he heads to the port, where he tells Marksbury to make sure all his staff working on his boat leave, because he's gonna plan something. So yeah, eventually Sky Pirate actually gets to the port where he's going to steal some shipment, but David's already set some bombs in the ship, and he sets off and destroys Sky Pirate's ship as well as Sky Pirate, killing him. So yeah, then we cut back to the hospital, because remember Batwing's pretty much mentor and friend. He was injured in the previous 2 issues, I think it was. So apparently he's not gonna make it, and he's about to die soon. So David speaks to him for one last time, thanking him for everything he's done for him, and pretty much David's saying, alright, this is it, I'm done with being Batwing. The way everything's been happening the way things have been panning out haven't been going the way he's expected. He comes to the realization that the Batman symbol, it doesn't mean the same thing as it does in Gotham City. That it's not taken the way that people are supposed to take it. Like in Africa, it's completely different, and so as a result, he feels like it's not working, and he has to do things his way and not the way of Batman and Batman Incorporated. So after Matthew dies, he pretty much packs up the Batwing suit. He meets Bruce. He explains all this and says he's going to keep on fighting, but not as Batwing. He has to do things his own way and figure out the best way how to tackle the problems of corruption, greed, all these things in Congo and in the wider sense of Africa. So in the end, Batwing says his goodbyes to Batman Incorporated and to Batman. He says thanks for everything he's done, and that's pretty much the end of David's story. Which, in a way, despite what you may think of him, I liked his character. I know that people out there also enjoyed his character, but there were problems with his run as Batwing. But I'll talk more about that later. So we then come back to Gotham City, and we find out that pretty much Batman's got his eye on somebody to replace Batwing. So before we get to that, he talked about how he's got a new suit. It's pretty much a new Batwing suit, but not only is it a new Batwing suit, it's pretty much a state-of-the-art suit that is pretty much the top of the line battle armor, and like the most advanced suit made so far. Like even Bruce, what he wears isn't as advanced as this, and I'll show you a picture of it here. Like that is the new Batwing suit, And if you notice, it actually, for those of you who are familiar with Batman Beyond, it actually looks a lot like the Batman Beyond costume. So yeah, Bruce has explained to Alfred all the it's got high tech inner skin which monitors vital signs and stuff. Bulletproof, it even turns invisible when it's in the dark. It's also some other stuff like that, and pretty much he has his eye on somebody. So then we cut to an MMA fight, and we find out that Luke Fox is actually the candidate for being Batwing. But not only is he the candidate, everything he's been doing is because he wants to be Batwing. He wants to be part of Batman Incorporated. We find out that he's been fighting for a long time. He's been MMA fighting for 4 years, and also been doing other martial arts things before that. And pretty much he wants to be part of Batman Incorporated, but his father, who is Lucius Fox, doesn't want that. And he's been complaining about how he's got a bright future ahead. He's graduated from MIT. He's got job offers everywhere, but why does he want to be an MMA fighter, which doesn't make sense to him? But Luke knows what he wants, and he wants to become a member of Batman Incorporated. So yeah, we find out who the new Batwing is in this issue. Well, yeah, who the new Batwing is. And also, this is the end of David's story, which I think they did. It was a decent way to end his run, because they could easily have killed off his character like they usually do with so many other characters, but the way that this made him realize that, alright, this isn't the right way to go about how to save Tinashe and Congo. So he's doing things differently, doing things his way, which is an interesting take, and I respect that, and I respect what the writers try to do. But also, I don't feel as if it was necessary to actually replace him, because, to be honest, there were problems with the whole Batwing character and the whole Tinashe environment. Like, for instance, it had no identity like Gotham did. So, the fact that they didn't try to actually improve the character, but in fact they just tried to, say, alright, we're just gonna get a new character to play the role of Batwing, kind of, in a way, cheapened everything in a way what Batwing did, in my opinion. So they could have done much better, to be honest. And in the end, for me, it was lazy writing that ended David's run. And also, there was people saying if they didn't like the fact that he wasn't so close to the Bat family, which in my opinion wasn't necessary, because he's a member of Batman Incorporated, and it didn't actually need to be part of the Bat family. Because if you look at Night Squire, Night Runner, they were members of Batman Incorporated, but were they part of the Bat family? No. So what was the actual need in that? And also it makes kind of no sense, because if Luke Fox, who's the son of Lucius Fox, a trusted friend to Bruce, why would you want to recruit your friend's son to be doing this when your own son just died? And you think doing this, it doesn't make sense if you think about it. Damon just died, and now he wants to recruit somebody else's son to play the hero and eventually maybe get killed later on down the line. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's it for this review. I give it a 7. It was a decent end to David's story. A lot more could have been done with his character, because the whole Batman of Africa thing was very interesting, and they could have done so much more with it, but for me, lazy writing is what ended his run prematurely. And tell me in the comments down below, what do you think of Luke Fox being the new Batwing? Do you prefer it? Do you think that now he'll be close to the Bat family like people wanted him to be? Apparently, like I said, I don't think it was necessary, because he was part of Batman Incorporated and not actually part of the Bat family, so it made sense. But yeah, tell me what you thought. Do you prefer this change in character? Also, what do you think of Luke Fox? Do you think he'll be an interesting character? And what do you think this whole dynamic between him being the son of Lucius Fox, a trusted friend of Batman and Bruce Wayne, but also the fact that he's putting somebody else's son in danger after his own son just died? What do you think? Tell me down below. Also, don't forget to like, favorite, share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This has been Comic Quiz reviewing Batwing issue 18. Well, 19, sorry. See you later, guys.